Good evening and welcome to another show of Late Nights with God. Today we answer another one of your questions, this week sent in by Mindblazer420, which is to analyze the extent to which Genesis 1 to 3 is consistent with science. Now, without further ado, let me introduce you to our first guest. I give you Dr. Ross.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here on this wonderful occasion.
Oh, so Hugh, what is your view on Genesis 1 to 3?
Well, Jesus, I'm a profound Christian apologist.
Interesting. Let me just cut in, but would you mind telling the audience what an apologist is?
You see, I believe in progressive creationism, which means that I believe the earth is billions of years old.
Is that a scientific or biblical perspective?
In fact, it's both, I guess. If you look at the day-age perspective, it means that the creation story in chapter 1 takes place over unspeakable amounts of time. It also means that life didn't just arrive through natural forces and creation alone, but that a supernatural being, God, actually created it along with other various life forms in different stages and over millions of years.
Well, I completed a study before the show, just for your knowledge, and found that 39% of Americans believed in God creationalism.
I guess roughly that, about almost half, I guess.
So, to sum up this interview, we've come away with creation actually takes place over billions of years. It's made up by a supernatural being who you claim is God, and that a vast amount of Americans believe this over theories.
Sounds about right.
Thank you for coming, Dr. Ross.
It was good to be here. I'll see.
On that note, we'll take a break. Sponsored by Kit Kat. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
Now, without further ado, let me introduce our next guest. He's a highly praised man and has a PhD in history of evolution and is specialized throughout much of his adulthood as a creation evolution lecturer throughout 25 countries. Since the late 1970s, he's written books and articles. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Dr. Terry Mortson.
Thanks. Pleasure to be here. I'm lecturing and researching some of the big topics in the Bible and in particular parts of Genesis.
Oh, okay, that's news to me.
Young Earth creationists also believe that Genesis is a literal history of events, rather than what day-age Christians believe.
I hope you don't mind, but I've been doing some study and found that 4 in every 10 Americans believe that God in fact created the world only 10,000 years ago. Does that shock you at all?
No, not really. I consider myself to be an honest man, so I truly believe this. I mean, it's certainly up to opinion and up to the type of person you are, whether you believe in some of these theories. But I mean, I'm all ears to that. That's fantastic news.
So, relating back to the question, can Genesis 1 to 3 and science coexist?
Hell no.
No.
No, absolutely not.
Oh.
Scientific estimates put the universe's age at something like 14 billion years old or something ridiculous like that. So explain to me how they can coexist, please.
Well, I guess if you have stronger beliefs, like you obviously do, then it would seem as though you are completely different and can barely be spoken in the same breath. Well, thank you both for coming, Dr. Ross and Dr. Mortson. I think we conclude that to a large extent, science and Genesis 1 to 3 do actually conflict, as claims made by Christianity can be quickly disapproved by science. However, to a smaller extent, we can say that science and Genesis 1 to 3 can actually live together and coexist. I'm sure that throughout the upcoming years, as science continues to prove more and more, we will learn more and more as well. As for that, that's it for time, folks. I hope you enjoyed the show and see you next week. Jesus out.